Porsche fans, Daniel here, and I'm back. It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm back, and I'm introducing a new product from Anima Motorsports today. It's for your Garmin Catalyst. It's this awesome mount that puts the Catalyst right where you need it to be and out of your eye line. It's good on the 9A1, the 718, and the 991, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why it's the mount to have, and I'm going to show you how the quick and easy install goes, so keep watching. The Garmin Catalyst has been a game changer for my track days. Obviously it's a great lap timer, but the form factor is what's key here. It's big enough to see and read easily in the car, and as soon as you're done driving, you can just pull it off and immediately get access to all the data and the video footage from your session. And there's not many lap timers that do that. In addition to that, I use the Porsche Track Precision app, which is sort of built into a lot of the GT Porsches, and it goes through my phone and Apple CarPlay, and that collects actual data from the car, and I put them together for some really powerful tools at the track. Now, I've done a video where I compared both the Garmin Catalyst and the Porsche Track Precision app. If you want to check out that video, there'll be a link here and one down in the description. But the Garmin Catalyst isn't exactly perfect. In fact, it's the mount that always bugged me. Let me tell you why. The Garmin Catalyst comes with a suction cup mount, and it's got two pieces, so you can shorten it if you want to. The suction cup is actually pretty sturdy, but it does mean you have to stick it to the windshield, and when it's on the windshield, it's in your eye line. And when things are in your eye line, it could be affecting your driving. Plus, I always struggle to find the right spot to put it, and of course, repeating that the next time I go to the track. I've tried it up here, where it's a little too close to my face. I've tried it over here in this corner where it's a little out of reach, but it's in a nice spot with minimal obstruction of my view. The only thing is, that freaks me out is that it's like right here, and if I ever, God forbid, blow that airbag, I'm gonna get a catalyst right to my face, and this face doesn't need any more damage, I'd say. The other place I usually put it would be like right here in the center, and then the catalyst would sit real nice like this. Not bad, but still obstructing my view a little. So in comes Anima Motorsports with a great solution. Using a ball mount, very similar to maybe some of the phone mounts you've seen out there, this gets mounted in 5 to 10 minutes. In fact, I'm going to show you how to install it. You can jump to this time if you just want to get to that. A super easy install, and then you use the original parts from your Garmin Catalyst to mount it to that ball. It attaches in seconds, and once it's on there, your Garmin Catalyst can magnetize like it normally does, and then you can reposition it as needed for the optimal position for you. I love how this doesn't completely block my PCM screen, because remember, I like to use the Porsche Track Precision app via CarPlay, and sometimes I just need to get access to those controls anyway. So I still can touch the screen, and I can watch both lap timers side by side. Not that I'm watching them that close. And of course, the best part is it's out of your eye line. You can focus on driving up here, and in your peripheral vision, you'll still be able to see the red or green fast slow indicator, and you can quickly glimpse your lap times while you're driving if you need to. Lastly, if you're not a loser like me with a PDK and you've got the stick shift, then this thing still doesn't get in the way. It's close, but if you position it just right, you can shift through all your gears without hitting your catalyst. I think this is the best way to mount your catalyst. And if you want to, you can add the extension for even more options on mounting it. However, it does get a little less stable, but no matter what, it's not any less stable than it was when it was mounted to the windshield. Lastly, folks, I don't like stuff in my cockpit, you know? I don't want fuzzy dice hanging from my mirror. I generally don't like phone mounts, and thanks to Apple CarPlay, I don't have to have one, but if I didn't have CarPlay, I would certainly have a very sleek, sort of stealthy phone mount. And in this case, I expected that after my track day, I'd remove this because I don't want to see it. But I realized I had it on there for months and haven't felt the need to pull it off because it's mounted securely and the ball doesn't actually get in the way of the PCM screen because the screen only goes so far of active pixels. And so it just kind of blends into the background. But if you're one of those people that likes to have your phone on a mount, or you have to because you don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can use this as a phone mount. In fact, not too long after this video is released, Anima Motorsports will be releasing a magnetic phone mount that attaches to this, plus some other cool accessories are in the works as well. I think that's an awesome setup. About a year ago, I reviewed these wind diffusers. Now, I know you've seen them before, but you may not have seen these. These are CNC machined aluminum. They match the trim of the Porsche really well, and they're designed to work better at higher speeds. I used to have the AWE wind foils, and those were plastic, and they worked okay, but these are certainly better. I have a whole video comparing these to the AWEs as well as to the stock Triangle. You can check out that video. I'll put a link here and one down in the description. At the time, the people making these was a father-son team named Anson and Philip. They didn't have a business name, they didn't have a website, but now they do. They are Anima Motorsports, animamotorsports.com. They've further improved these wind triangles that I've been using for about a year now, and I love them. And now they have the Garmin Catalyst mount with future products coming. Also, if you go to their website, you'll see a curated collection of products that they find valuable to the community. A lot of them are from Designs by Jacob, which you've probably heard of. I've already got the Designs by Jacob reclining seat brackets for my carbon fiber bucket seats. It tilts the seats about 3 degrees or so, makes it a lot more comfortable when I'm wearing a helmet and driving at the track. And there's other cool stuff on the website as well. So be sure to check them out and keep an eye out for new products from Anima Motorsports. And now I'm going to give you a nice detailed install of the Garmin Catalyst mounts. You'll see it's super easy. Should take you about 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, you'll be on the track enjoying your Catalyst more than ever. The Garmin Catalyst mount from Anima Motorsports is a really nice piece of equipment. You can see it's a steel base with a T6061 aluminum ball. And the ball is attached with a couple of screws, and this allows you to swap it out for other size ball attachments. So there will likely be more accessories available from Anima Motorsports, or you could just get creative. Installing the mount is a breeze, and you'll get it done in less than 10 minutes with only a couple of tools. This installation really only requires 3 tools. Number 1 is a trim removal tool of some sort. You can use plastic ones, or I love this metal skin tool. Although it's metal, it's actually pretty gentle on plastics, and it's thin and stiff. Also, you'll need a T25 Torx, either driver or bit end driver. I am going to use power tools, but I highly recommend you be careful if you do this. Use the lowest power setting and don't mess up and hit your PCM screen. If you need any of these tools, you can always support the channel by using the Amazon associate links found in the description below. Lastly, the instructions do suggest protecting your trim with masking tape. That's a great idea, especially if you have the carbon fiber or painted trim. I won't be doing that today though. To access the mounting screws, we just need to remove this leather trim piece. It's held on with 6 clips, so use your trim removal tool and pry away the leather trim piece towards the passenger seat. Here I'm doing it in about 3 spots along the top and then 1 spot on the bottom. That should release all of them. From there, you're actually going to slide it rearward. Don't push it towards the passenger seat. Pull it straight back, just like that. Now that small piece of plastic came off. That's just a little wedge to keep things from wiggling around. You can just put it back into place if it falls off. Here you can see all 6 of the retaining clips that go into metal retainers along the center tunnel. There's also these 2 pins, and they slide into the dash near the front. And there's this hook. That's what you need to be careful of. You can't pull it out towards the passenger seat because that hook, you just need to slide it straight back. All right, next grab your T25 bit or driver and remove these 2 screws that hold the right side of the PCM in. Now simply take the mount and lay it over the 2 screw holes. You'll want the ball closer to the PCM screen. Insert your 2 screws and torque them down. Don't torque them too tight, they just need to be snug. All right, the mount is installed. Now all you gotta do is put that trim piece back on. Start by aligning the hook and the 2 plastic pins at the top near the mount. Slide those forward into the dash, just like that. Now you can position it and clip the panel back into the center tunnel. Just align all of the clips first, and then just give it a firm tap with the palm of your hand. If everything looks like it's lining up, you did a good job. To mount your Garmin Catalyst, use either 1 or 2 of the extension links and tighten them down on the ball mount. Then put your Catalyst on and decide what's the best position for you. If you have a 6-speed, you want to make sure that your shifter will clear the Catalyst. All right, that's it for the Garmin Catalyst mount from Anima Motorsports. This thing is awesome. I had a chance to beat up the car and the Catalyst out at Sonoma Raceway, even got a new personal best. and it's all thanks to that mount. No, not really. That's dumb. It held up just fine though. I had no issues. I really love this mount, so thanks to Anima Motorsports for sending it out for me to review. And remember, you can pick one up yourself at their website, animamotorsports.com. Be sure to use coupon code JETFUEL10 while it's available to get 10% off of a Garmin mount. All right, if you haven't yet, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks so much for watching the Jet Fueling channel. We'll see you next time.